Let's hear a little bit from Mario Cristobal. First, give his message at the start of the first practice to his team. This is what Coach Cristobal had to say.
You really, all these weights and all these sprints we did in the summertime, unless you know exactly what you're doing, how to do it, and why we're doing it that way, you can't put that to good use, right? So this is a time where we've cut out the outside world. There are no distractions. We could really dive into every ounce, every bit of the playbook and learn it so well that we could play to the best of our abilities. So that's obviously a huge component, and I think that has hit home. I think Inky Johnson talking to the team and his message about losing sensitivity and in no way, shape, or form letting entitlement settle into your room. And when I say the room, I'm talking about the locker room, and that includes the staff. As long as there's zero entitlement and guys are willing to work, we're always going to make progress.
Wow. Goosies.
Hold on.
What? Are you all right, man? You want like a tissue?
No. So we start this conversation off by saying that's why we locked out the outside world while recording what we say into the outside world.
Well, you can't. I mean, you have to show. You got to talk to the media.
No. Like, do you understand the irony here?
Well, I'm just saying, like, you gotta, and you gotta do
the
something.
Intern, he wants to get some good footage, so he's recording for the outside world that we're blocking out.
Oh, but dude, those hype videos, they're so good. They're so good.
Look, I think this team is going to be a lot better because it's going to be a lot more organized because you have a coach that has been that himself throughout his career, right? They don't bring in an enthusiastic coach and hope it works out.
Mm-hmm.
He's had success. So you have basically gone in the last few years, you have made an attempt, if you're the University of Miami, to bring to bolster your reputation by bringing first Mark Richt, and now you got Mario Cristobal, who's had success, all over. And just from that, this team will be better because, in the last, you got big boy football.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
he's been, at all the different levels. Alabama. He coached Oregon. Right. So
and FIU.
Yeah, well, everybody got to get their little
gotta get your feet wet.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, is there any coach? Like, it's amazing. I mean, who's the coach at Ole Miss right now that was in FAU? Kiffin. Like, the dude's 40, and he's had the career of a 70-year-old coach.
It's crazy.
7 jobs at all different levels, right?
Al Davis mad at him.
Right. I mean, it's crazy. So
Cristobal had an interesting thing. They're not giving out number 26 this year for Sean Taylor. It was requested by somebody, but also not giving out number 1 either. This is Mario Cristobal and his reasoning.
Well, number 1, you got to earn it, and I think some guys have asked for it, and I do not disrespect anyone in not awarding them a number. But if you're going to wear that, you better be the baddest son of a gun, on the planet. Okay. And I think we have guys that can work themselves there. And if someone gets to that point, then, maybe it's a consideration. 26, one person asked for it and just felt it wasn't quite the level it needed to be to wear that number the way it should be worn. I don't know if numbers should be retired in general. They should be honored. I do believe that, because if you start retiring numbers at the University of Miami, you could retire 40-plus numbers in a hurry. And then everybody's wearing, 65, and then you got everybody pissed off at me, right? And so I think you have to honor every number and every jersey that you wear. I think we'll start with that.
Wow.
No,
disrespecting number 20.
Guess what?
Disrespecting all 65s in life.
Right. But Sean Taylor's number should be retired.
I agree with that.
Or every person, and sometimes numbers aren't retired. Because we had this very similar thing with number 1 at Michigan, because Anthony Carter
Well,
wore that number.
I was going to ask you about that because I don't remember number 1 being a thing for the Hurricanes. I remember that being a thing for Michigan. I don't remember number 1 being a Canes thing where it's like an honored number.
No, but look, you don't have to be a fan of Miami. You don't have to have gone to Miami to know about Sean Taylor, right? And sometimes a number's not retired by the team, but the players that come in year after year after year won't allow anybody to wear it, and that's kind of the honoring the number thing. Because when you say I want 26, you're not familiar with the history of the University of Miami. Right? There's nothing that, what number you want to wear? 26. No. Go to Florida State.
Wow, you think that's automatic banishment?
Because you don't know what that number means to the university. How can you be a part of the university?
I think that's a great rule.
Like if you even come through those doors and say you want to be, I want to play for the U. I've always wanted to come here. And then you say, I want 26. And the next phrase is, because I want to honor Sean Taylor. If you don't recognize that, then you're not familiar with the history. No. And I'm not even like, no, I went to Michigan, but I know the significance of that number down here. So although he says we're not going to allow, we're not going to retire it, but we're not going to allow anybody to wear it, that's something that the players can enforce. Yeah. You don't have to do nothing.
No, I'm with you. I think it absolutely should be retired.
Number one is for some reason like
but like I'm saying,
number one is a crazy thing.
I remember that being something like I know that's a big thing for Michigan. Usually, when somebody gets number 1, that's usually like, oh my god, they're wearing number 1
because but that was because of the wide receiver. And he lives in Boca.
But I don't recall it being
Anthony
a thing.
Carter.
I don't recall it being a thing for Miami.
No. Like and everybody has like, remember they had a few years where somebody wore 98 at Michigan. That was a new thing. That was with Harmon's number.
Oh yeah. I remember that. The quarterback wore it, right?
The quarterback wore it, right? So I get that, but even with them wearing 98, there was more significance in putting on number 1. And when I got to Michigan, they gave it to another wide receiver.
Would you like to hear Coach Feld had a press conference? It's got to be the first time I've ever remembered the strength and conditioning coach having a press conference.
What?
Oh yeah, he had a press conference. He had a press conference. And
is Florida ready for that?
I don't know. I mean, he just walked up to the podium. He just goes, "What up?" I'm just like, oh my god. But here's Coach Feld. He was talking about why they preach neutral thinking.
We preach neutral thinking, which is neither positive nor negative, because in the grand scheme of things, negativity, we don't know that positivity works. We do know that negativity works, and it works negatively 100% of the time. So if we don't know if positive works, and we know that negative does work and it works negatively, then we try to spend as much time as we can thinking neutral. And thinking neutral is going to the facts. Doesn't matter what the situations are. Assess the facts. What's the situation? What's the next thing? How do we move forward? What's the next thing to do? Because being mad about it or being excited about it doesn't help you make the play. So we use a defensive example. 4th and 1, we need a stop. The negative of that is if we don't get the stop, we lose. Okay. The positive of that is we're going to get the stop. The problem is neither of those have anything to do with how do we get the stop. Right? So you say 4th and 1, we need to stop. The next question is, how do I do it? What's my assignment? What's my alignment? What's my eye discipline? What's my hand placement? What's the play called? Where do I go? If this, then that. That's what you focus on if you want to make a big play. And when your guys are focused on what they have to do to make the big play doesn't seem so big. It's just part of what we do.
Wow. Why are you doing that? 4th and 1, dude?
Dude, that had the makings of a Manny Diaz.
No, don't say
Yes,
that.
it did.
I won't let you do that to
Yes,
our
it-
guy. Don't do that.
Okay. Since you so much understand, what did he say?
He's saying we don't know that positivity works. We know negativity doesn't work. So it's best when you don't know the unknown variables to just focus on the facts at hand, which is I can't focus on if we get the stop at 4th and 1, what the good will be. I know that failure here is not an option. What can we do to get this done? Ergo, we keep it at neutral thinking right there in the middle, dude, of how we could just finish the task at hand.
Okay.
And that's why they focus on that.
Let me show you why that's a load of crap. Okay?
Jesus.
Because guess what? When there's a big play on the field and the coach is jumping up and down and going to his team, go, that's positive reinforcement. Okay? When the coach gets mad and goes yells at a player and says, you know better than this. We worked on this all week. That's negative reinforcement.
Hold on.
You're taking a sport. This is not golf. This is not basketball. This is not baseball.
Hold on.
Go keep swinging, Jimmy. Go keep swinging.
We're talking about two different things here. We're
not.
Yeah, we are. Because you're talking about reinforcement, which is after the thing that happened. He's talking about mindset, which is in the moment. Now, why would he do that? That's the question.
More importantly, why would you believe anything that just happened?
Well,
Why would they do that?
He's a savant because look at him. Would you like to hear him on the Kane speed? This is Coach Feld.
I'm scared.
This is Coach Feld.
We don't necessarily worry about speed per se. We worry about football speed. How does this speed transfer to the football field?
You don't know that, all right? So calm down.
Only thing that's missing is, you feel me? That's it. Throw one of those out there and I'm out. Go.
What is your overall assessment on the speed of the team?
We're a very fast team.
How's it compared to maybe other teams?
Very fast. Very fast.
Boom.
Really? You know what that sounds like? My dad's bigger. He's more buffed. How much bigger? Very big. Very buffed. Right? like really, dude. Hold on. Now, can I ask you a question? If I were to ask the same question to the strength and conditioning coach for the Dolphins, you think you get a different response?
I don't know.
Speed! Whoa! Speed! We got speed! You see those two racehorses out there? We got a Lamborghini and a Bugatti out there running.
The Dolphins are so fast. They're so
you
fast.
understand? Now, how's your speed? We're fast. We're very fast.
Very fast.
That ain't the same excitement that the Dolphins coaching staff is coming out here with.
If you go too positive, you're then in positive thinking, not neutral thinking, Leroy. You're not keeping up, dude. You're not keeping up.
I know. I already told you about I'm lost. I'm like, what in the hell did he just say? He said, we're going to be positive. We're going to be negative. Let me tell you something, especially him, Mr. Get Back coach. I don't want to see any acts of excitement on the sidelines because you're neutral thinking. You're neutral thinking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds real neutral. Yeah.
That's a fair argument. I get it.
That's the guy that says we have really neutral thinking, right? Cafecito. Oh yeah, that's the guy. That's the guy you want delivering that message.
Dude, did you see the video this week where he pops out of the ice tub doing curls?
Oh yeah, that's positive.
It's amazing.
Right. I'm not taking any motivational advice from a guy that jumps out of an ice tub doing curls. Sorry.
People are upset that you're judging Coach Feld. Texter writes in, how is Mr. Words mean words talking about somebody else's words? It's a fair point.
That was a bit wordy.
Would you like to hear him on Focus? Of course you do. Here's Miami Hurricanes strength and conditioning coach Aaron Feld, friend of the show, discussing Focus at his press conference on Friday.
It's the definition of focus. It's when your subconscious mind and your conscious mind are in the exact same place, and that same place is where your body is. So you can, like, if I were to ask you, what's the definition of focus? What is focus?
Staring at the wall really hard and thinking about what you're. Yeah.
I mean, that could be, but again, that's one example of someone being focused on one thing. Focus is when your subconscious mind and your conscious mind are in the same place. For example, your wife gave you this long text. You saw a text right before you walked up to this interview, and you know you're in trouble. And you thinking about that instead of asking the right questions and recording all this stuff, right? Your subconscious mind is not where your conscious mind is. Okay, you can be focused on something that's not in front of you. You can be focused on a test that you're going to take later this afternoon. That's fine. But for us, we're physical beings. We have to be present where we are physically, whether we're in a meeting, at practice, in a lift, in a run, whatever it is, be 100% focused. Subconscious mind and conscious mind in the exact same place as our feet so that we can dominate whatever's in front of us.
Wow.
Wait,
That's my guy right there.
we have to be present where we are.
That's right. That's Goosey's galore, dude.
Hey,
We are physical beings.
I like me some Coach Feld, but I'm going to get my shovel
Why?
because it's thick.
Dude, I don't know what
Wait,
you're talking about.
And I don't know what's worse. Him making that statement about the presence and I don't even know, right? Or
The guy
him asking a rhetorical question and some jackass answering it.
What is
Right.
focus? Staring at the wall for a long time? Sure. I mean, we could say that, fine. But
Right.
Staring
Right,
at the wall
like-
really hard and thinking about what you're. Yeah.
I mean, that could be, but
what is
Nobody
that,
ever answers the question.
what is that guy doing? A magic eye trick?
Right.
Staring at the wall.
So, yes.
Hmm.
Like, that has, no lie, those last two questions or those last two statements have a lot of Manny Diaz feel to it.
Don't.
And
ever
it's
say
not,
that again.
whoa.
No,
No,
minus
wait.
one.
Let
Minus
me finish.
one?
Let me finish. Marcos,
-1.
you didn't let me a chance to finish.
I don't care. You brought up the name, and I don't like it.
Because here's why. Maybe Manny Diaz should have been the strength and conditioning coach.
No.
I'm just saying.
I mean, it wasn't
Not a bad idea, though.
He wasn't a bad defense coordinator.
Right, which is a hype thing. You got to fire up the man to go in there and put their nose in there.
No. You don't fire them up. You stay neutral.
What do when you got to get the 45-day challenge in and recovery after practice and you don't have enough time? You find a way. That's all you can do. Feel the sleeves. Oh, yeah.
He hops out of the ice tub.
I thought the thing was frozen.
I'm like, what are we staring at?
How did he hold his breath so long?
He was there for a while, dude. I really was like, oh, the clip is
Is that-
frozen.
Is anybody concerned with this guy? Huh. Just holding his breath under there.
A tense amount of time.
That's a long time, dude. What is he, a Marine?
Still going.
What do when you got to get the 45-day challenge in and recovery after practice and you don't have enough time? You find a way. That's all you can do. Feel the sleeves. Oh, yeah.
Is he is he a polar bear? Like, I don't understand. How is he
No.
how is
Look
he
at
able
that
to hold
face. You know what that face says? I'm cold as hell and I probably shouldn't have did this. That's what that face looks like.
I don't know, man. He's incredible. I love him.
Oh, no, again. He is exactly what you want in a strength and conditioning coach because you have to inspire people to do the most mundane things in football or in sports. That is to work out without playing football. That is to run without playing football. That's like doing all of the stuff leading up to football. And so, yeah, that's great. That don't mean that I'm a take notes when he does a press conference, which again is odd in itself.
It very was. I was like, when I went to, I was like, wait, well, hold on. The strength coach had the press conference. That's awesome.
Really, see, but that's Right.
I want it to be
I mean,
weekly.
but wait, because
Because normally it's like offensive coordinator,
please,
defensive coordinator.
what? I'm still he made 2 comments.
Yeah.
One about focus,
And
one about
neutral.
speed,
Neutral
and
thinking.
one about being neutral.
Yeah.
Right. And in all those words,
Yeah.
I still don't know what the hell he was talking about.
Evan 11 says, not only did he hold his breath, he came out talking, not even out of breath. Yeah, it's amazing. He's like part fish.
Usually you get like shocked from the cold water too.
Huh.
Nope.
No, I
Not
do.
him.
I still do. I still get an ice tub.
Crazy.
If my
Man,
back and my legs are hurting really bad, I go get 5 big bags of ice, fill up the tub, get in, turn the jets on.
Indian Ross is doubting that it's cold. He says, your voice would come out chattering if it was ice cold. That water wasn't
No,
cold.
there's ice in there.
Yeah, there's I don't think that guy is doubting that. Is playing Fugazi.
There's ice in there. It's cold. And let's be clear, when you make an ice tub outside, right? The ice may melt really quick, but that water is still cold.
I'm looking at it right now. He held his breath for 15 seconds.
That's
like
not
that's
What do you do when you got to get the 45-day challenge in and recovery after practice and you don't have
There's
enough
still ice
time?
in there.
You find a way. That's all you can do. Feel the sleeves. Oh, yeah.
Now, I'm a little concerned with what we have floating around in society, right? That we are just sharing ice tubs like that because they look like they're just lined up and people just hop in and out.
Yeah. Well, Dade Stout makes a good point. They have refrigerated rooms now. Yeah, they have cold rooms, which is cool.
Cold rooms?
Yeah, cold rooms, dude.
That's not the same, dude.
I'm telling you.
I know they may have them, but it's not the same. It's not the same as getting your butt in some ice.
I need to get 2 in that cold room.
Wow.
That'd be nice. You know, he didn't go to Alaska like we wanted him to.
More skepticism from Indian Ross. So then why isn't his skin redder? Not cold.
Okay.
Oh, because you can't tell. You can't see his skin. He's covered up.
He's I guess he's his face.
And recovery after
I think
practice.
it's pretty red to
and
me,
you don't
dude.
have enough time, you find a way. That's all you can do. Feel the sleeves. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to make my own version of that, but I'm going to come out eating a chicken wing.
Yeah, he's red, dude. I don't know what you're talking about, Indian Ross.
That's what I should do, right? Who? What do you do when you don't have time to eat and your body hurts?
I mean, if you don't make that video later today, I'm going to be upset.
All right, I got it.
All right, we'll take a break.